we make more paint than anyone else in the world. Enough to paint fleets of jumbos and 10 million houses. Last year, we made enough carpet fiber to lay a strip more than twice around the world. And we supply plastics to all the biggest car manufacturers in Europe. Thanks to our dyes, last year a huge 286 million pairs of jeans were blue. But perhaps more important than all that, 4 million hearts rely on our drugs. We manufacture in 40 countries, and we sell to over 150. ICI. World class.
I love coming to France, but there are some things about French cooking that even I can't handle. I also like to know that my main course hasn't been running in the 3:30 at Kempton Park. Probably has. Now this is more like it. A spot of lovely creamy tartare cheese with just a hint of garlic and herbs. Absolutely superb on a hunk of gorgeous crusty bread. And look at that, not an additive or an E number in sight. It's far too good to say for those boring old dinner party guests. Oh dear. Looks like supper's going to be late again. Tartare, a little bit of France we can all enjoy.
This week, The Times looks at the plight of Britain's millionaires. As the cost of the essential status symbols soar, many find they can't keep up with the lifestyle expected of them. Find out how the landed gentry, the self-made men, and the city big bangers struggle to make ends meet on the £1,000,000 breadline. And as a prelude to the World Cup in India, The Times relives some of the great moments in cricket with original reports, scorecards, and pictures. Read what makes The Times a lion among paper tigers.
Excuse me butting in, but I thought I heard you mutter that there's nothing richer tasting than the taste of Anchor butter.
No, there's nothing richer tasting than the taste of Anchor butter.
The reason's right here. I'll grow it out the ground.
It's this green, green grass that grows all year round.
Why, right through the winter, you'd find it'd last you, which is why Anchor cows can always eat pasture. That rich, creamy taste, there's no way you can mistake it, even though other spreads try their best to imitate it. When you tried Anchor butter, there's no richer to be found, 'cause only Anchor cows eat grass all the year round.
When was the last time you made a long business trip and your train had to stop for breakfast? Stop for you to do some work? Or stop to spend a penny? When did you last see a train with a puncture? Or a train get nicked for speeding? And who's ever heard of a train jam? See your dealer about an InterCity 125. Much quicker, we think, than your 1.6 or 2.6.
InterCity.
Ancient Greece, where Homer sailed the Aegean and worshipped the gods. Now Sharon flies in from Luton and worships the sun. And if you're cooking in Greece this summer, a word about your plastic. Will it give you a certain kudos in Mykonos?
Λυπάμαι, δεν δεχόμαστε την κάρτα.
Will it take you skiing in Skiathos?
Όχι, με συγχωρείτε, δεν δουλεύω με αυτή την κάρτα.
The fact is, Barclaycard is welcome at thousands more places under the sun than certain charge cards I could mention. And now, the throwaway ending.
For details, dial 100 and ask for free phone Barclaycard.
This screen's just too darn small. Should have gone to Radio Rentals. Could have had a TV with the best TV. Yep, Radio Rentals keeps you bang up to date with such ideas. This TV just ain't big enough for the both of us. Hello, Ranger.
You'll be glued to our sets, not stuck with them.
What did you say your dad did? Landscape gardener. And on Saturdays, he does archery. Archery? So what does your mum do? I don't think Mum does anything. Help yourself.
You don't get thanks for everything you do.
Come back here, you two.
But you know why you buy Flora margarine.
Volvo 340. Tested by dummies, driven by the intelligent.
As time moves on, it becomes ever more difficult to master the mass of broadcast information that surrounds us. Philips have developed a range of VHS recorders with on-screen programming facilities that create a mastery over time. VHS video recorders from Philips. Take a closer look.
Time, please.
Morning, sir. Can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to test drive one of the new Vauxhalls, please.
How about one of our new 2-litre Cavaliers? The SRI 130. Adjustable steering, fuel injected, capable of 120 miles per hour. Or you could try one of our new Astras, the 2-litre GTE, boasting some 122 brake horsepower. Finally, the sporting flagship of our range. The Carlton GSI 3000, car of the year, 1987. Power steering, ABS, electric windows. Well, sir?
Most stimulating, thank you.
As I served my lady's meal one night, she expired in her soup. When I clocked her smirking sons, I twigged they're after the old girl's loot. Where there's a will, there's a way. So the brief turns up to give the news, and from the will he reads, my butler, mate, gets the whole estate. I was laughing all the way to the Leeds. Crying shame for the boys, though. Now, I've got an account called Liquid Gold. That's where I'm going to stack it. Because the Leeds are great for interest rates. You can easy make a packet. Getting it out's a doddle, too. Well, the boys were there to welcome me home with a pair of heavy choppers. But knowing they were penniless, I brought them back some coppers. I'm almost as generous as the Leeds. There's a moral in this story. Don't do evil deeds. It isn't crime that pays my son, it's that good old place, the Leeds.
Liquid Gold now pays up to 8% for bigger savers, so laugh all the way to the Leeds.
Once upon a time, there was an old man who lived with his 2 sons.
I'm off to a residential course for double-entry bookkeeping. Take this money and see what you can earn with it whilst I'm away.
Some time later, he returned.
Yes, Walter?
Papa, I buried my money in a building society where it's at. Accumulating interest.
Well done, as I've always said, better safe than sorry.
Oh.
And, William, for once, let's hope you've shown some of your brother's good sense.
Dad, I put my money in Lloyds Bank high-interest check account and used their new unit trust scheme to invest in Britain and the rest of the world.
Unit trusts from a bank? I suppose they'll be selling shares next.
Oh, well, actually, they already do. Lloyds Bank new share deal scheme. So far, I've done rather well out of it.
William! Oh, just as I've always maintained. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Well, bring on the black horse.
Lloyds Bank, a thoroughbred amongst banks.
People who go on a Thompson holiday, whether it's because of the reps, or the choice of resorts, or because of all the things they can do, but whatever it is, they usually do it again. And tell their friends. And their friends tell their friends. And their friends, well, they tell their friends.
Welcome back, Mrs. Collins.
Because the fact is, more people come back with Thompson Holidays than with any other company. Thompson Holidays. Do it again.
David? That woman, the one you had breakfast with this morning, she won't be able to make it tomorrow.
Oh?
Yes, she won't be around. In fact, you'll be seeing a lot less of her generally.
How come?
Oh, you know, flying off here, meetings there.
You got the job?
One deal after another.
Great news. What about a car? What do they offer you?
Car? Oh, I think you'll like it, David. Strictly functional. Nothing too excessive.
Renault 25. One of your better decisions.
What do you think of Jensen's report?
Looks terrific.
I thought so too.
It's nice to see our computer system is finally earning its keep.
Wish that were true.
What do you mean?
Marketing isn't using our system anymore.
Then how did they do this?
They did it on their own system. The one they got a month ago.
They put this together in a month?
Well, not quite, Frank. They did it in a week.